Yo, what is going on, everybody? It's Ryan Bridge back for a brand new Atlanta Hawks My GM episode. I believe this is episode number 12. We're getting through the series pretty fast, but we got some work to do for the rest of this season if we want to make the playoffs, because we have just taken a drastic dip. At the beginning of last episode, we were, I think, in like the 4th seed, and now we've dropped all the way out of the playoffs. We're at like the 8th or in the 9th seed, excuse me, right now. Few games behind the Pistons and the Bucks, and hopefully we can just climb our way back in. The acquisition of Blake Griffin was supposed to elevate us into playoffs positioning, but then we lose a big game to the Pistons right there. Coasting a shitty day to day now. I don't remember, is this an upgrade? No. So he was injured, now he's injured again. That's awesome. So Costa having some troubles to this point. We'll put in Bogdanovic as shooting guard. We'll take all Machidi's minutes away. It might only even be for a game or two, but just to keep it all even, I guess we'll spread out these minutes. Luke Kennard can get decent amount of them, and the rest can go to Bogdanovic. And who else is not getting enough minutes? Give some to Hazonia. And with the rest of the minutes, we could get Quinn Cook in. Yeah, we'll do that for the last 9 minutes. So let's simulate past a couple more games. I feel like even before we end up playing that Sixers game, he's going to come back and that whole roster, or that whole rotation was going to be for nothing. Yep, there it is. Unbelievable. That's impressive. Just have the CPU rebuild it for a second, but unfortunately that's not going to work. Usually, oh, well, they did put Costa in the starting lineup, but he is tired, it seems like, so give a little bit more minutes to spread around. Alright, that looks good. So let's keep simulating past these two games here. Playing the Sixers, and we take the L to the number 1 seed in the East, and then we take an L to the number 2 seed in the East. Awesome. Great job, guys. Now with very few games left, we really have to climb ourselves out of a hole. Beat the Lakers by a lot. Oh my God, we lose to the Nets. Beat the Bucks. They're in the playoffs, so that's a decent win. So right now we are 2.5 games behind the Pistons, and then we lose to the Magic, which is awesome. And we lose to the Knicks. Then we beat the Spurs, alright. And we beat the Heat. So now we're 1.5 games behind the Pistons. But they have not clinched yet, and I'm assuming we are the 9th seed. We can check right here to see what spot we're in. Yes, we are the 9th seed. The Bulls are statistically eliminated. So I guess if they lose their last 2 games and we win our last 2 games, or our last 3 games, we would definitely get it. But even if we go 2-1 and they go 0-2, we would get the spot, because we play them. So this is really going to come down to a look at all these different teams here that have made it this year. Cavs barely even make it in. Well, 5th seed, I guess not barely, but not a lot of surprising teams, though. The Heat don't make it, though, by a long shot. So with 3 games left, all against Eastern Conference opponents, we play the 1 seed 76ers, and we lost. So now we're in a pretty bad position. Although the Pistons still haven't clinched, they have 2 games left, 1 against us. So maybe we can still pull this out. If we beat them, and then we beat the Hornets and they lose, we make it to the playoffs. So I guess we're gonna play them right now. Let's get it on. Like, let's go. I'm ready to beat this Pistons team. So hopping right into the game now, I got Reggie Jackson with the ball, Dennis Schroeder guarding. We're going to try and shut down this offense. I mean, this is Blake Griffin's old team. So if they really, if they drop off in talent, if they drop off in talent and then they make the playoffs, that just shows us that Blake Griffin might have been a mistake. As Kyle Anderson gets a steal there, still tied at 0-0. About 30 seconds in, Anderson passes it over back to Evans. Oh, the former Atlanta Hawk Tyreek Evans is Dennis Schroeder now with the ball. So they have Reggie Jackson, Andre Drummond, Tyreek Evans, Justin Anderson, and not sure who their power forward is, but DeAndre Ayton misses a mid-range jumper. which is awesome. So we're going to see a lot of Tyreek Evans because I'm assuming he'll be the primary ball handler, or at least split the time with Jackson. Kyle Anderson, that's an open, easy three. Poor defense over there by Michael Porter Jr. Left him pretty much wide open. Try and run a pick and roll here. Dennis Schroeder gets right around, and that's an easy bucket. So, try and run a lot of pick and rolls today. I don't think they'll be able to defend them because Reggie Jackson's not the greatest defender, and Drummond might not stay under the rim too much, especially if we are picking with DeAndre. Trying to guard now. Oh, that was a poor job by me guarding. But luckily he didn't shoot it. Drummond, shot clock violation. What was he doing? So we're going to get the ball back. Down by a point, though. Stan Van Gundy. Alright, Blake inbounded to Schroeder. This could be huge for us. Even if we don't go very far, like the Sixers beat us in like 4 or 5 games. It's just a step in the right direction, you know? It's playoff experience for these young guys. Like, I think it would be huge for us to make the playoffs this season. Even as the A seed. Oh, Blake. There we go. We dropped it. Inbound. Tyreek Evans. Now going to try and take it back up. Anderson over to Jeremy Grant. Not really sure which one. Drummond passes it out. Oh, and then he lobs it. I fell asleep at the wheel playing as DeAndre Ayton. Alright, let's see if we can run another pick and roll. It worked pretty well the first time. Jackson can't beat Schroeder. Or he can't stay in front of Schroeder. And that's an easy bucket, just like the first time. Making it easy on us. So now all we have to do is defend Jackson. We're up by a point. Tyreek Evans now with it. Oh, did he get... No, not a chance. Oh, Drummond with a solid offensive board. Alright, Schroeder. Oh, cut right to the basket. Come. Oh, no. Got blocked, I think. Pistons ball. So, I guess last season. Not that that's really relevant because that's a completely different team than last season. Chris Dunn now in the game. We can see some Chris Dunn action. Bogdanovich in, Blake Griffin, John Collins. Poor defense. And the Detroit Pistons go up by 3, but now Chris Dunn can take it back up court. Let's see what he can do. Kind of sucks that we had to take, what's his name out? Pump fake, bounce pass back to Blake Griffin. See if Drummond can defend Griffin. He was pretty much locking him down there. Porter trying to get in. Bogdanovich puts it up. No. Not a very good possession. Oh, turnover. Michael Porter Jr. Up court. Drummond under the basket. And Porter can't drop it. But he gets an offensive board. And Bogdanovich nails the 3. Making this a 1-point game. Or was it a 2-point? No, it must have been a 2-pointer. Wow, I thought that was a 3-pointer. Harris now over to Aaron Baines. Harris guarded by MPJ. Possible Rookie of the Year. That's a steal. Over to Blake. Blake Griffin. Oh, what airtime. You seen that? That was nasty. And instead of showing the replay, we get Blake Griffin clapping. Okay. Cool, I guess. Okay, Blake. Can we get Blake off the screen, please? I just want to see the dunk. So, Chris Dunn. Let's see if he can lock down Reggie Jackson. I feel like he can. Michael Porter Jr. now. Oh, we're going to get a switch here. Oh, no. And then John Collins just decided he was going to switch back all by himself. So, there's that, I guess. Chris Dunn now. Over to MPJ, who can't hit the three, but Blake Griffin with a solid offensive rebound. Chris Dunn, I think that's a two-pointer. It is. But still, he knocks it through. Now, Langston Galloway? Harris guarded by MPJ. He got by MPJ pretty easily there. Oh, no, come on. We're getting beat right now on the boards. It seems like by Drummond. He is eating us alive from the rebounding standpoint. Oh, and then we turn the ball over. Galloway. Galloway being guarded by Bogdanovich, it looks like. Now Aaron Baines. Back over to Reggie Jackson now. Harris from three. Porter Jr. putting it on him. Oh, that defense was too solid. And Blake grabs the rebound. We have some decent rebounders in. MPJ take the shot from three. Oh, he misses it. That could have given us the lead. Ending the first quarter. So let's get into some highlights now. I guess coming out of that, we're down by a single point. Alright, so taking us to the first highlight. It's a three-pointer. Drilled. Another one. I think that's Super Mario. Wait, is that a third for Super Mario? Uh-oh. And Costa Machidi with a nice steal on Tyreek Evans. Easy buckets there. Dennis Schroeder kicks it back. Michael Porter Jr. in the corner nails the three. And PJ with another one. Dennis Schroeder pulls up from three and he hits one. Fast and furious. The action's coming at you. MPJ with another three there. Schroeder with a corner three. And MPJ with another corner three just to finish it off. As we did win this game, it wasn't really that close coming to the end. To be honest, they played the foul game for the last like 2 minutes to kind of make it close. So, and now with one game left, let's see if we can beat the Hornets. We can go into Super Sim here, see what happens. Alright, so let's hop into this Hornets game. A familiar foe, as we played a pretty good game against them right when Blake Griffin came to the team. Oh, and we are winning right now. It's pretty close. Nope, wait, we're going to blow them out to finish it off. So all we need is for the Pistons to lose their game. That's all we need. Blake put up decent numbers. Schroeder put up good numbers. Aiden with a double-double. Chris Dunn actually played pretty well as well. Costa putting up some nice numbers. Okay, well, I guess we're not going to see it at all. Steph Curry wins the MVP. Colin Sexton wins Rookie of the Year. Are you kidding me? Larry Nance Jr. is the 6th man of the year. 11 points per game, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. Yeah, that's pretty good stats for a 6th man of the year. Defense Player of the Year. Most Improved Ben Simmons. His points per game went up by 1. His assists went down. His steals went down. His rebounding went up by 1. Maybe it's his three-point shot, but how many of those did he even take? He only took 21 threes. So it can't be that. Why the hell? Why? I don't even understand this 2K, like, system. It's terrible when it comes to most improved player. Anyway, here are the All-NBA teams. No Atlanta Hawks. Until you get to the All-Defensive Second team, where we get Chris Dunn. That's nice to see. A guy we just pretty much traded for at the deadline. But still, not a bad acquisition, it seems like. Averaging 2.5 steals per game, pretty much. All-Rookie First Team, Michael Porter Jr. does make it onto the All-Rookie First Team. I think he should have won it, to be honest. That's pretty upsetting that. And then Aiden only makes the All-Rookie Second Team. That's that sucks. Okay. Trae Young, what did he do? 15 points. How many games did he play? He only played in 50 games, and he had a plus-minus of negative 73. Michael Porter Jr., 16.5 points. Marvin Bagley. Colin Sexton, 19. DeAndre Ayton, 15. He averaged a double-double on the year, 12 and 10. Why did this man not make the All-Rookie First Team? You're going to tell me Luka Doncic's stats really aren't even all that great compared. Marvin Bagley wasn't averaging the same amount of boards, and I mean, like 1 or 2 less shots. Like, come on, man. That's ridiculous. Nevertheless, we did not make the playoffs, as the Pistons do hold on to that 8th seed. I guess they won their last game. Unfortunate, especially because of the Blake Griffin trade. I think I kind of regret it a lot now, just because it seemed like we were doing fine without him. Like, I could have just held on to Tyreek Evans and seen how we would have done with them. It seemed to do well for the Pistons as they made the playoffs. Now we have this big contract for the next couple of years. And also Omar Ashik does have a player option. So we're going to have to figure out what we do with these guys. But I do have some surprises coming in some upcoming episodes, so make sure you stay tuned for that. But unfortunately, that is going to do it for this one. We do not make the playoffs. A disappointing end, but I promise it'll lead to a comeback. Next season, we will make the playoffs. See you guys all next time. Thanks, everybody, so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe for some more of my content. I will see you guys all later. Peace out. Have a great day.